Hi, Jacques here, working as a Christian pastor with one thought to help you do life well. I absolutely adore and love my children. But what is really interesting about them is how much of myself and my wife I see in them. Things that my wife and I value seems to rub off on them, and for the most part it's beautiful, some part of it truly scary. I can see how my children caught something of who my wife and I am, and they carry that in their hearts. Now, the Apostle Paul noticed the same pattern, and he used it as an example to explain what happens when you and I believe in Jesus. He says that when we become children of God through faith, we begin to catch something of God's way of doing, His heart, or in His language, God's Spirit in our hearts. It's not only something that makes us long for a deeper relationship with God as our Father, but it always also enables us to do life similar to the way that He does it. Not granted, not completely, but we are regularly drawn by God's Spirit deeper into this way of life. It's similar to our natural family. In God's family, we begin to carry something of Him in our hearts. And that brings me to the thought that I want to share with you today. If you're part of God's family, if you believe in Jesus, then you can trust God's Spirit in you. The Holy Spirit will invite you, pull you, draw you deeper into God's heart until you begin to do things like your Father in heaven. So if you miss it today, and I'm rather sure you're going to make a mess somewhere, just like me today, do not worry about it. He is busy with you. All you need to do is to trust that He is able to change you from the inside out, and that He is bigger than our biggest failures. If you and I can trust Him for that, the Bible refers to that as faith. And faith is pleasing to Him. And it's the key that unlocks life and life in abundance. So, today, trust Him that He's busy in your heart. I hope this thought encourages you. I hope it helps you to make good decisions today, not to be too hard on yourself today. Most of all, I hope you and I can meet up soon.